Yo, Geyser in this bit, man. This is Geyser Outlet. I got a very special guest, Miss Day Marie, man. What's going on?
What's up with you?
Miss Marie, I appreciate you coming in to the Geyser Outlet. I really appreciate you taking the time out your day. So we're just gonna get straight into it. My first question is, let's just start from the beginning. Where you from?
I was born in Vegas, but I grew up in Benson, North Carolina.
Born in Vegas, grew up in North Carolina. So when did you move to Florida? Because you're here now.
I moved out here in 2021, early 2021.
Early 2021. Okay. So take me through like the background on what it was like over there in North Carolina and what the differences being in Florida now.
North Carolina, I lived in the country, so it was a lot of yeehaw shit and stuff like that. There wasn't much to do, so I didn't really have like a nightlife really until I moved down here to Florida. You got Orlando, you got Tampa, you got Winter Haven even, Lakeland, a lot of stuff to do. So, a lot of stuff to do here, not much to do in North Carolina, honestly.
Right. Do you feel like you still have a music career if you're still in North Carolina?
I feel like I probably stand out a little bit more. I don't think I really saw a lot of people getting into music out where I live, so I just feel like I would have stand out a little bit more. Out here you have a lot more people getting into the music industry, but it's such a wide variety. I still feel like I have that ability to stand out.
Okay, so it's easier to stand out in North Carolina, but what about the people differences, the way that people operate over in North Carolina and how they operate here in Florida? What do you like more?
I like it out here. Just the construction sucks because
Right,
they're always
constant.
building something out here. But it's easier to get to places as well. Out in North Carolina, you have back roads, but it took longer to use the back roads,
It's easier to get around in North Carolina or here?
Here.
Here, easier.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
all the highways and stuff. North Carolina, get on the highway, yeah, it's like a 10-minute drive from where I used to live, but it takes like 45 minutes to get to the city. And that was Raleigh, closest city to us.
Right. What about the lingo? Like, did it take you? I mean, we kind of speak a little differently here in North Carolina. Definitely speaks a little different.
Yeah.
Take me through like the lingo changes and adjusting to that in Florida's lingo.
Like I said, out there it's very country. So when I moved out here, of course, when I started making friends, they always pointed out my country accent and stuff like that. But I feel like I've adjusted a lot better than when I first moved here. It's a little hard to understand some of people's accent because everyone down here talks different than everyone up there.
So you moved around after COVID?
Yeah.
2021. Okay, 2021. That's a little bit after COVID. So what is your ethnicity though?
I'm black and white. My white side we're Italian, and on my black side we're Puerto Rican.
Okay, black and white, man. That's how we doing it, man. My twin in this bill. You feel me though? But who really inspired you to get into music, or was it just upon yourself?
My best friend Angie really kind of pushed me into it. I had an opportunity, a couple friends that wanted to bring me to a show they were performing at. Got me a slot in there for, I don't think it was free. I think I paid a lot for that first show. But
Here or North Carolina?
Here in Florida. I didn't start music until out here.
Okay.
But my friend Angie kind of just pushed me, and she was like, she heard me, I play music a lot at work, especially when we're cleaning. And I was playing a song, and I hit a note, and she like hit her head around, and she was like, "Was that you?"
Right.
And I was like, "What? That's it, like saying that?" She was like, "I thought that was the song." And I was like, "No." She was like, "Do it again." I was like, "Yeah, no," because I had a lot of stage fright back then, but she kind of helped me ease into being more confident in myself like that. So I have heard of things, and my couple friends that kind of eased me into doing shows and stuff like that, getting the feel of the music industry.
Yes, definitely. It takes a lot of confidence to go up there. So take me through your head process. Take me through your process before getting on stage, while you're on stage. What's the feeling like?
I get really bad anxiety. It just really depends. Like, if it's a small show, it's a little easier because, you know, everyone's there to do their thing. Everyone's there to support each other. But I feel like I'm still getting used to the bigger crowds and the bigger shows and stuff like that. But I really just try to keep in my head that everyone's here to support each other. There's, what's the worst that could come out of this? That I just sing my song and nobody says anything.
Right.
And then you have the best outcome. I can sing my song and people start to recognize me and stuff like that.
Right. Niggas be talking shit, bitches be talking shit.
Pretty
but
much.
When you in the show Orlando wise, like when I notice a lot of these shows, there's a lot of love there. You know what I'm saying? Despite what the city's going through, there is a lot of love in these shows. There's no hate. I never seen no hate at the show. Most of these shows have been pretty peaceful.
Yeah.
So you can definitely say that about the O. What about as far as like people were saying like when they're performing like bigger artists that they don't really look at everybody in the face because it kind of throws them off. Is that how you operate? How do you get through your song when you perform it?
I think at first I tried that and I think it made me a little bit more nervous.
Right.
So before I perform, I kind of just observe my surroundings, see how everybody's observing who's performing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of makes it a little easier. So when I do go perform, I kind of make myself look at people because I feel like my music just kind of, I want it to speak to people. So when I perform, I want to be able to feel present and have people see me be present in my music.
Okay, I like that. I like that answer.
Mm-hmm.
Being present. So working with Cheeseburger, right? How was it? Was you said Cheeseburger Fest?
Yeah, Cheeseburger
Fest.
Yeah.
So what got you? I mean, you're just coming in 2021 from Orlando. What made you start working with Cheeseburger?
I just recently had him reach out to me and show me some shows that he had going on. Invited me to pick a slot and get in with him at Grumpy's. I think a lot of the shows are at Grumpy's. Yeah.
That's your upcoming show coming on the 16th, right?
Yes.
All right, Grumpy's, man. Shout out to Grumpy's. She's gonna be performing March 16th. More information in the bio. I did want to get into. Do you know the backstory of Cheeseburger? Because he's very highly underrated. Do you know the backstory of how he first came up?
No.
Man, let me tell you, Cheeseburger Productions, man. Shout out to Cheeseburger. One of the first, in my age group, one of the first really like cameramans to really stick out. Mm-hmm. He was doing music with, doing videos for Glock 9. You know Glock 9?
Yeah.
438 Tote, Hot Boy, all them 438 boys, really. And that's really where he started, man. He's highly underrated. I feel like he doesn't really get enough credit. Mm-hmm. But did you know any of that prior working with Cheeseburger?
No, like I said, I just met him. I don't know much about him, but I was kind of looking a little bit through his Instagram, get the vibe of what he has going on.
Right.
And his shows were pretty, like I said, good vibes. Everybody was very supportive. It had a good, like I said, vibe to it. So It was enjoyable. I had a lot of fun that night.
For real, shout out to Cheeseburger, man. You started a lot of shit, bro. They don't want to give you flowers, but Geyser Outlet, yo, Geyser, I'm giving you your flowers right now, bro. So,
all the flowers.
You feel me? So shout out to Cheeseburger. But what about working with We Are Florida podcast?
I think I only worked with them on the For the Love of Music performance for all the artists. It was in Tampa on Valentine's Day. I think that was like my third show, so I was really nervous. I loved my outfit and stuff like that, but I think the main thing that was going through my head during that performance was I was afraid I was going to flash somebody because I was having a lot of difficulties with my outfit, but luckily I did not, and a lot of people said they really liked my performance.
I'm glad you mentioned that. We're going to get into that later, but I did want to ask you, like, was it the dude that be doing the interviews when you go to We Are Florida podcast? Was it the dude that be doing the interviews? Actually, was it him? I don't know his name though. I just know him from with the dude with the hat. You feel me? But he's been working though. He's been working a lot.
I have no clue. I think I saw him there briefly, but I think it was somebody that works with him that did the actual interview.
Okay, that makes sense, man. Shout out to We Are Florida podcast. Once again, shout out Cheeseburger. We gonna move on to So who really? So you said your friend Angie inspired you to make music. Mm-hmm. But what do you really? Do you love music? What do you really want out of music, out of your career?
I like to tell everybody music's like my therapy. If I'm upset, I'm happy. I really just resort to music if I'm mad. I like a lot of different genres too, so I dabble in a little bit to rock, so that's kind of something I go to when I'm feeling some type of way, I'm having a bad day or something. It helps me kind of in a good way release those emotions instead of just a lot of people take it out on each other and stuff like that.
And that's where our white and black side come in, you feel me? Because I can't jam no rap or any R&B while I'm working out, man. So I gotta resort to rock.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, I feel you.
I definitely see where rock comes into play. I listen to it. I wouldn't play it in the car with my homeboy,
No.
but you know what I'm saying? But hey, I listen to some rock.
My friend always said, she'd be like, "Damn, you gotta turn this off."
Oh, you play it with your homegirl and she don't like it?
No, she's Puerto Rican, so she's
yeah,
very
she
picky
not
with her
going for
music.
that, right? Yeah, she ain't going for it though.
Yeah.
Shout out to rock stars, man. We messing with you, man. Shout out to rock stars, my nigga. So, give me 5 mainstream artists, female wise, in your realm, R&B. Give me the top 5 or top 3.
I might be able to do top 5. We'll see. I know for sure SZA. I love SZA.
Okay.
She's really been doing her thing right now. I've been loving her, HER. She has a lot of songs that I love.
AGR. That one I'm not too familiar with.
She was a little bit, I feel like she was a little bit more popular when I was about to graduate high school. But there's SZA, her. I've really been enjoying Yeba a lot lately too. She beautiful voice, so I'll probably be able to put those in my top 3.
Top 3, okay, you just keeping it there?
Yeah.
Do you know any local artists? Any local female R&B artists that you know about?
No, I've had a couple kind of see me perform and they're like, "Hey, I really love your music. We should collab." So I'm kind of working on getting in touch with a lot of more R&B artists. Been seeing a lot of rappers, so there's not a lot of singers at a lot of the shows that I do.
Very, very true. Honestly, because if I had to name 3 R&B local artists, probably wouldn't be able to name 2. Females, I'm trying to tap into the female music, man. So shout out to all the females. If you do R&B, if you rap, hit me up. But definitely nobody you're working with soon though, right? No female artists locally you're working with?
No, not recently. Like I said, I've had a couple kind of reach out to me, but haven't really gotten back in touch with them. Kind of just getting these shows done. A lot of shows up until April, I believe.
Is there anybody you want to work with in particular?
Not anybody that I can pick off the top of my head. I'm kind of just open to a lot of things right now. Like I said, I want to dabble in a lot of different aspects of the music industry.
Right. You didn't name Mariah the Scientist in your top.
She's still new to me. I kind of like her though. Yeah, she's new to me. I'm a little behind on some of the female artists, but because I stick to who I know and who I love. But I've been, listening to a lot of different people. Mariah's been up there. Coco Jones has kind of made her debut back into my life. A lot of times I watched her, it was when she was in Disney Channel. So.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, she was on there a lot. Let It Shine was one of my favorite movies.
Which one was that? Take me through the gist of it. I forgot. I remember that name.
It's where she's a celebrity, and there's these 2 guys, they're best friends, and she has
that dude that the Chris Rock dude, right? Yeah, the dude that played Chris Rock.
Yes.
Yeah, now I know you talking. That is a good movie.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie though. I'll give you that. Yeah.
And some of those songs still bangers.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of females, even in my generation, they still, occasionally on their own.
Those,
yeah.
Yes.
I noticed that though. I couldn't do it though because I don't know. It's just different for niggas though, I guess.
Yeah.
But the reason why I mentioned Mariah the Scientist though, did you see how she was on the jail phone with Young Thug, kind of holding it down?
Yeah.
I think they're together now for the most part. But the reason why I asked you that is because, would you do anything for that? Let's say you dating a highly known rapper like that, right? Are you gonna hold it down for the nigga in jail, even though he's getting the other jail calls from other boxers, baby mamas, and stuff like that?
If you wanted me, then why would you say that?
I want you. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean it.
I feel like it's just like in the moment situation. If I'm down for them the same way that they're down for me, then I feel like it'd be no issue holding it down for them and waiting for them and stuff like that. But if I feel like you're like completely just playing in my face and taking advantage of me, then of course not. That's not something that I'm gonna really just waste my time on, basically.
So it's pretty clear that she is kind of getting played with, right? In a way, right? So it's pretty clear she's getting played with. But Mariah Scientist is a big artist, you know what I mean? So, like, why do you think she's putting up with this bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Is it the slang? Is it the, you know what I mean? It's like, what is keeping her around? Is the money, the fame? What do you think is really keeping her around?
I think, honestly, it's just like, the only thing I can think of is just being relevant with the attention he brought to her.
I see,
yeah.
right. She likes
she
that
doesn't
crowd.
want to lose that audience, basically.
Right, okay. That's a great answer. That's a great, even though you're not her, that's a good way of putting it in perspective, though. But, I do have to get your opinion. Is it cheating if you have a boyfriend, if you're a girl or guy, whatever the case is it cheating to like another person's picture?
I think it depends on the aspect of the picture. Like, if it's like they're taking pictures with their friends, then yeah, it doesn't matter. But if like it's a girl in a bikini, then it's the intention of why you liked it.
Right.
So I think it's just, you gotta understand the view, basically. It's what photo is being liked. Yeah.
So what photo is being liked. So it depends on the photo. What about you? Are you liking any, if you're in a relationship, are you gonna like any dudes with a shirt on working out type
like
shit?
that.
Yeah.
No, and then again, it's also, I feel like if that stuff's popping up on your feed, you're constantly liking stuff like that, because the algorithm plays a big part in a lot of people's social media.
I don't know about that because I don't even search for no girls twerking, but they're on my explore page.
Instagram is a little wild. Instagram, I will say, I'll be on there and I'll get the same videos, and I don't watch stuff like that most of the time, but I think for the most part, what pops up on your feed is stuff that you like and stuff like that. But then again, you have the other stuff where if you spend more than like 2 seconds on a video, more stuff like that's gonna pop up.
Right.
But yeah, no, I don't think I would be liking other guys' pictures like that if I'm in a relationship. I like to say I'm very loyal.
Yes.
If I'm down for you, I'm 100% down for you.
So being as a female, 2025, currently in Florida, what is your take on BBLs? Do you feel like you need a BBL to really launch yourself? Do you really feel like, what do you think about that?
I think do whatever you want with your body, but I just feel like, for me, because I used to be over 200 pounds. I worked hard to lose that weight, and I worked hard to have the body I have now, but then again, everybody has their freedom to do whatever they want with their body, as long as you're safe with it. That's all I have to say.
Right.
But I don't think you have to have a super big butt to be relevant.
Okay, and I like that answer. That's why I got Miss Day on the podcast. I mean, on the interview, because she keeps it classy. You know what I'm saying? If you look at her page, it's not nothing too revealing. You know what I'm saying? Very classy woman. That's why I brought her in. Had to get her intakes on that though. But what about as far as like, why do you think like BBW's girls, like, they don't get enough love? You know what I'm saying? What's up with that?
I think a lot of the guys I've came across weirdly are attracted to girls that look like girls, not like grown women. And I come across those ones that are a little, it's a little weird, and it's like, what really are your intentions and stuff like that. But unfortunately, a lot of guys, like, I had a friend, she looked way younger than me, and whenever we would go out and stuff, a lot of guys would approach her first. I thought it was weird, but I continue to observe, like, what would happen, and if she turned them down, they'd approach me. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw you try to hit on my homegirl. You really about to come over here and try me? I'm good. But I was sitting there talking to my friend Angie, and I was just like, I just feel like, from what I've seen, they kind of approach her first because she looks way younger than she is. And those are weird vibes, honestly, in my opinion.
You're a pedophile, get away.
But I just feel like a lot of guys, if they're grown mentally, then they can handle a grown woman. And so I just think a lot of guys got to get to that mentality to be able to handle that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to all the goddamn BBWs, man. We love you over here at the Guys Outlet, man. Shout out to the BBWs. Do you feel like you get approached now more than before?
Yes, especially with losing weight. I was in a period where I wasn't taking care of myself and putting myself as a priority. I was putting other people more as a priority. But now I think taking care of myself, it's kind of shown in my confidence, and I think a lot of people have kind of picked up on that, and they really fuck with my vibe and stuff like that. So
yes, ma'am, definitely. But I do got to get your point on your opinion on. So let's say you and your boyfriend, y'all at a show, y'all at a Burna Boy, Trey Songz, R. Kelly, maybe, I don't know. It's one of those shows where the guy likes to throw his shirt in the crowd and girls catch it. Are you gonna leave your seat to go catch a shirt or anything from an artist? Probably not, right?
No, if I'm there trying to enjoy my time with my man and stuff like that, most of my attention is really going to be on enjoying what's going on with my man. Yeah.
So you're not doing no shirt catching. You don't have. If you got a man and you got a celebrity crush, how does that work out, or that doesn't work out?
Let's see, who's my celebrity crush? I don't know. I don't think I really have a celebrity crush. But say I were at a show for my celebrity crush and they want me to come up on stage, I feel like it's an moment thing. If
you're single, yeah, go at it.
Yeah, go ahead, of course. But if I'm with my man or something like that, I feel like we'll have that communication. If I look at him, he's like, then I'm good. I'm just gonna keep where I'm at, go to the next girl or somebody else that deserves it. But if he look at me, he's like, go enjoy your moment. It's a once in a lifetime chance to do something like that. So of course, I feel like I would definitely go up there as long as he's comfortable with it.
See, Ms. Day, I finally caught a red flag from her ass. I finally caught a red flag because you should you have a celebrity crush if you're with somebody?
I feel like there's always someone that you're like, if you see them on TV, you're like, I love them. Everything they do, I love them. And I think that's the same with guys. They always have a woman celebrity crush, and they're like, oh, if I could do anything to marry them, this and that. I've had relationships where we've had celebrity crushes that we both liked, and we're just something we can bond on, something like that. But if it makes them feel uncomfortable, then of course I'm not gonna really talk about it and stuff like that, or post about it and stuff like that.
Let me tell y'all guys and girls one thing: if you're in a relationship and you got a celebrity crush, red flag, because it's all about that person, bro. I told my ex bitch I wouldn't hit Beyonce if she was bent over in a hotel room. I wouldn't even hit that bitch. If I'm with my lady, I'm with my lady, bro. I'm not hitting nobody, if celebrity or not, you feel me? Because I feel like that's like watching porn, you know what I'm saying? Even though you don't know that person's still a real person. You can eventually run into that person. So everybody's...
It's like the intentions of it, basically.
Right, exactly. So what is your... So taking it from there, what's your thoughts on going 50-50?
Every time I hear that, I always say in my opinion, it's 100 and 100. You give all that you can.
Man, I just seen an episode of guys said that to the people, bro. A little pop balloon challenge.
Yeah, I feel like you
don't believe in 50-50 either. I believe in 100-100.
You give all that you can. And maybe sometimes it's 80 and 20 or 80 and 80 or something like that. It just if you're really if you're really down for that person, you're willing to, I wouldn't say slack, but you're willing to pick them up where they lack in other places. And maybe when you're having a down day, they're going to be able to pick you up and fill in places that you're kind of lacking on. Right. So I think it's really just give all that you got on both sides. Green flags in the chat, fam. green flags in the chat, man. That's a great answer. But speaking on that, what would you ever participate in one of these dating shows locally, Pop the Balloon or 20 versus 1? How do you feel about those?
That's not really your style, right?
I don't think that's my style. No, I tried dating apps like Tinder and stuff like that, and just a lot of weirdos. What's it called? There were cops on my Tinder profile, and they would swipe right on me, and it just got to. I deleted it because one of my friends at my job got pulled over, and the cop he saw what she was wearing and knew of the place I worked at, and the cop had asked if he knew my full name, and she was like, "Yeah, she's my boss," and she was like, "Do you know where she lives?" And she told me immediately after that. And I was like, if the cops were looking for me, they would have that information. I was like, I think he saw me on Tinder. So after that, I was a little paranoid for a while. I just came across a lot of weirdos. So it's just not my dating profiles and stuff like that are not
That's not romantic too. You started to find his
No.
way.
A little creepy. I've had a couple stalkers in my life. So I just... Once I feel that weird vibe from you, it's immediately just cut off from my end, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't fuck with police, is that why
Fuck
you
the police.
fuck the police?
That's how I feel about it.
Hey, I feel that though, man. Fuck 12, man. Know your rights. You feel me? But other than that, what would ever make you? Let's go back into more serious stuff right now. What would make you ever stop making music?
Life-threatening, something happened to me or something like I
God
can't
forbid.
speak or something like that.
Mm.
I think that's the only thing that would stop me from doing music. I love music. Music's been a big part of my life for as long as I can remember.
I like that. So it's not all about the money; it's about your passion in music.
Yeah,
right?
I just want to be able to bring my aspect on music and the ideas that I have to the table and kind of just share the way my music makes people feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to hit nerves and feelings when I make music and stuff like that.
And that's really the best music, the music that we can actually relate to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that hits home. That's actually what we're missing a lot nowadays, the substance, the real meaning
The
behind
songs,
it, right?
yeah.
Not really, but other than that, do you have any future show? I know you have one on the 16th. I know you have, but no future features or anything like that.
No, like I said, I've reached out a couple people. A lot of people are busy doing a lot of shows recently, so I've just been patient of them hitting me back, or I've been busy, so it's been a lot of like lining up schedules and stuff like that. But hopefully here soon I'll get in a collab with a couple people I have in mind.
We'll definitely be keeping watch of that. Definitely keep seeing how you progress. But goals for the 2025, 2026 coming up. What is your artist goal?
Kind of just to get in bigger shows and get my name out there a little bit more. Like I said, I'm still a month into this, brand new, so just make my name bigger, get well known, have people enjoy my music, actually know my music and stuff like that.
So no secret antics or nothing like that. It's gonna be straight music from Miss Day.
Straight music for now, yeah. You know,
Okay,
I've been doing a little bit of modeling here and there with a friend, so hopefully we can get more into that stuff.
But other than that, do you feel like, is there anything else you want to let the people know? Let your people know about what's coming, or?
Right now I just finished a song called Pink Serotonin. So I'm really excited to bring that one out. And today I just finished wrapping up a song called Gold Smile that I actually wrote about somebody that I just met. So I'm also excited for you guys to hear that one. So
Somebody, like a guy you just met?
yes.
Whoa. How long has that been going for?
It's fresh. It's still been like a week or so, almost 2 weeks. So.
Whoa, and you're writing a song about him. You're definitely going to gas his head up with this one.
Yeah.
Or maybe he knows. Does he know it's going to be about him, or?
No, I'm thinking of surprising him with this, so hopefully he enjoys it. If he enjoys it, then that's something I'm definitely going to be promoting a lot, because I really enjoyed this one. This one I built the beat too, and kind of built all the vocals on top of each other, kind of get that feeling of like love and stuff like that. So yeah, something I'm really looking forward to.
God forbid it ever goes down. We'll be hearing the diss track or something, or maybe something like that. But Miss Day Marie, is there anything else you want to get off your chest before we head out here today?
Florida, I'm excited to get my name big out here and meet as many of you as possible. So,
Man, shout out to Day Marie. Shout out to Yo Geyser. This was Geyser Outlet, man. I appreciate anybody who's been tuning in. Day Marie. We upcoming performance March 16th, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna let you know in the bio, man. You know, just support, like, comment, subscribe. Once again, this was Yo Geyser, Day Marie, and we out of this bit, man. Yes, sir. How long we did that before?